Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antalila, chapter 1, shloka number 99, Rupa Goswami is chanting a very beautiful verse, which is very famous, all of you know. Tunde Tandavini Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaya Karna Krodha Kadambini Ghatayate Karna Budebhya Spruham Cheta Prangana Sangini Vijayate Sarvendriyanam Kritim Najane Janita Kiyabdhir Amrutai Krishneti Varnadvai. I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krish and Na have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within my mouth. And we then desire many, many tongues. When that name enters the holes of my ears, I desire many, many millions of years. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of my heart, it conquers the activities of mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. So the first part of the verse is very poetic. That I desire millions of tongues, I desire millions of years. But the other part of the verse is provocating for meditation or thinking deeply on that. What is that? It says, when the holy name dances in the courtyard of my heart, which means to make the holy name dance in the courtyard of the heart, one has to learn to hear the holy name attentively. One has to chant the holy name clearly. One has to utter each word, each syllable of the 16-worded Maha Mantra very, very, very prayerfully, intensely, attentively, and clearly. And when we utter like that and we hear like that, receive the holy name through the Karna Randhra, very gratefully, very gracefully, attentively. Only through these, the holy name can enter the courtyard of the heart. The courtyard of the heart has a way through the ears only. And when we chant like this, then the holy name will dance in our heart. Our heart will be completely absorbed in this beautiful sound of Krishna's name. And then what happens is very important. It is said the mind's activities of the mind are completely conquered by the holy name. That means the mind gets conquered, and then further the senses become inert. Now this is very significant because the whole journey of our life in the material world is because of the mind's activities. Mind is feeling, mind is thinking, mind is desiring. And then with these three activities of thinking, feeling, and desiring, mind is pushing the senses, and pushing the senses to act accordingly. And most of the times independent of Krishna, away from Krishna, separate from Krishna, thinking separate from Krishna, thinking, willing, desiring separate from Krishna, and feelings are also independent of Krishna. But when the holy name starts dancing in the heart, then what happens? When the mind is completely absorbed. Mind gets captivated. Mind gets conquered. The moment the mind gets conquered, the senses become inert. What is the meaning of senses becoming inert? They give up acting on the whimsical instructions of mind to go away from Krishna, and the senses then engage in the service of the Lord. Inert doesn't mean no activity. Conquering mind doesn't mean mind stops thinking. No, mind will stop thinking about objects of sense gratification and mind will start thinking of Krishna. Mind will feel Krishna conscious emotions, feel the presence of Krishna, and mind will simply think about Krishna. It gets conquered by the thoughts of Krishna. All our existence is simply because of independent thinking of the mind and engaging senses according to the mind's whimsical orders to do things which disentangle us from Krishna or disassociate, disconnect us from Krishna. But the only medium of the holy name is powerful enough to control this mind, conquer this mind, subdue this mind, overwhelm this mind with Krishna and Krishna's thoughts. And when that happens, the mind becomes the friend of the soul. The super soul is already achieved, and the senses which drag us from one object to another for gratification, they become completely purified. Rishikena, Rishikesha, Sevana Muchyate. The senses become completely engaged in service to the Lord. So it's such a deep process. We may not have that desire of having millions of tongues and millions of ears, but we definitely want our mind to become conquered, and we definitely want our senses to become inert from independent activities of sense gratification. And they drag us, they bind us in the karma, and we come again and again to enjoy or suffer the karma. And in the process, we lose Krishna all the while. So why not utilize our remaining life consciously attempting to chant the holy name attentively, with focus, with no other desire in the mind, at least for the time being of chanting, and let the holy name conquer our heart and mind. It is possible in the company of devotees, with the blessings of devotees, under the shelter of spiritual master. This is possible. Please do not think this is impossible. This is only possible for Rupa Goswami. I am not Rupa Goswami. Don't think like that. Rupa Goswami is talking about things that are possible for you and me, who are very simple people. Let us take the positive instruction from Rupa Goswami's shloka and let us try to make our mind and senses inert by allowing the holy name to take its own position which it deserves. The holy name deserves to sit on the throne of your heart. The holy name deserves to be the Lord of the heart. The holy name deserves to be the only entity to be considered worthy in life. Let us give that position to the holy name. Then you will see how the senses and the mind will fall in line of Krishna and how they will become the instruments of our deliverance back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. So is there any question? Hare Krishna. I know the topic is very heavy, but think about it. And the more you think about it, it will be more beneficial. The more we do as per we think, it will help us to conquer our mind and our senses. So do not feel morose or lowly that I am so fallen, I don't have anything of this kind of desire. Don't give up. Remain positive. Try your best. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.